Shalom Akim, Shalom, 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 Shalom Akim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kadash, Barakatam, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles and bishops, grooming stone to the Akim and Alquath, throughout the four corners of the earth, holding on in sincerity and in truth to the gospel of the Lord Mashiach Yahushai in these last days and times, with diligence of mind, is Brahman Nasher, DC Camp, another short lesson for the hopeful elect. Yeah, so I'm going to focus on the main topic of learning to discern what the Lord expects of you as an Israelite. This is just something simple, just the milk. All right, the basics of this ministry is to understand the simple rules that you have to abide by so you could make it to the next level. All right, you have to understand the simplicity of the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, so you're able to build yourself up. All right, and that's the reason why you have the priests, the prophets, and the witnesses to guide you along the way. All right, so the book of Exodus, chapter 20, start from verse 1. I'm going to read to verse 3. It says, and the Messiah spoke. All right, spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. All right, so the Lord delivered our people from captivity, from oppression. All right, and then it says what? Thou shalt have no other gods before me. That's a very, very important declaration from the Lord, that he is the sole provider of our nation. All right, he is the author of our nation, so you gotta go along with his script, and that's what the Lord is expecting. All right, you go along with his script, not the script of another God from another nation. All right, so that's why the Lord is a jealous power. You gotta go according to his script if you know you want to get the benefits of being obedient. You have to stick with his plan. All right, stick with his regiment. And that's what the Lord requires from us, to be holy. All right, to be holy. That's what it is, man. That covers everything. That's the Lord shielding us. Thou shalt have no other power besides him. So he's basically telling us that we need to shield ourselves with him from the other power. We should use him as a shield. Okay, that's what it is. All right, he's supposed to be our hedge, and you're supposed to acknowledge and accept it. Okay, so that's one thing that we always have to remember. The Lord is our hedge, is our shield, our buckler, is our protector. All right, he is our defender, so we have to stay within his realm. All right, his domain of protection. Okay, and his domain of service. That's what it is. All right, who abides in the tabernacle of the Almighty. Yeah, you gotta be in his shadow. All right, in his shadow. Yeah. So now you go to verse 23. It's like a chapter 23, and then verse 13. That's what it says. All right. And in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the names of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. So that's a warning from the Lord to us, our people, that we need to learn to focus our thoughts on him and him alone, not the strangers on the outside. All right, you shouldn't be thinking about indulging in their ways of philosophy. All right, in their culture, you shouldn't be dabbling in their culture. You're supposed to keep thee far for unrighteousness. Keep you far. Keep your feet far from unrighteousness. So those are simple precepts, simple principles you have to live with. Yeah, so this is just lessons to help the hopeful elect build up their faith. These are lessons you could share with your children, all right? Those that are willing to hear and understand the scriptures and stay focused. So Exodus 24:7 says, and he took, this is what our forefather Moses did, and he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, and they said, all that the Lord had said will we do and be obedient. So that's our people confessing that they will hearken unto the word of the Lord, and they will keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, they will hearken unto the words of his prophets that he sent unto them. Okay, so that's just our people getting themselves signed in, getting themselves tied in to the contract with the Lord. All right, that must not be broken. Oh, yeah. So now we go to the book of Ezekiel. Yeah. The job of the prophet is to make sure the people remember the contract that they have with the Lord, the oath, the covenant that they have with the Lord, okay? To remind them to honor it on a daily basis, okay? So Exodus, like Ezekiel, Ezekiel chapter 44, verse 23. This is what it says. And they shall teach my people. Right, these are the Levite priests, but now, brothers, have knowledge of the word of the Lord, and the Lord chooses you, all right, to declare his gospel. Hey, this is your vocation, all right? Ezekiel, right? Ezekiel chapter 44, verse 23. And they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and profane, and cause men to discern between the clean and unclean. All right, just the whole book of Leviticus telling you how to operate in the land wherein you dwell, the land of Israel. All right, when we used to be there, the Lord gave us the manual, gave us the operating manual to live in the land, lest the land vomit us out. So that land is a holy land, all right? It's a threshold of the amount of wickedness it can accept until it reaches limits. That's how the Lord set the bounds of that location. Man, the Lord set the bound in the spiritual world, and He has to exact it upon the earth. All right. So that's what it is, man. We have to learn how to operate on a righteous level. Okay. So this is all we have to stick to: the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord, so we can learn how to judge righteously. You don't judge based on your emotions. You judge based on what the Lord has set before you. Okay, not based on preferential treatments to serve the world. All right. Yeah. So you gotta be just and fair and equitable when it comes to making the right decision. Okay. So just to make this quick and short, go to the book of Psalms, chapter 32. And then let's see what we have in verse 8. It says, I will instruct thee and teach thee in the way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. Yeah, so this is what we have to remember, man. This is what the Lord is constantly doing, all right? The Lord is having his angels watch over us, man. The Lord knows that we're not perfect, but we're working towards that perfection, all right? That's why in verse 1 it says, blessed is he, all right, the man of the Lord, the servants of the Lord, whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. And how do you have your sins covered? By hearkening unto the word of the Lord, Mashiach Yahushai, all right? Yahushai that shed his blood for our sins, for the remission of our sins. That's it. That's how we get covered. You have to acknowledge the Lord Hamashiach Yahushai was a sacrifice for us to get back in the good grace of the Lord. All right. And then verse 2 says, Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputed not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. All right, so that's the purging of our minds from all these filthy conversations. All right, so that's what this lesson is about, man. It's all about instruction, man. You want to have structure, you got to have instruction. You have to have the knowledge in you to have structure. That's what holds you together. It's the words of the Lord that holds you together, that gives you that structure to function. Okay, so that's the point that I came apparatus. I can do a part 2 of this lesson, and you continue to grow, man. Remember, man, for you to make it into the kingdom of heaven, you have to have internal structure. All right, you have to have spiritual structure of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Those are the pillars you need to put together to stand firm in these last days against the trials and tribulations and temptation that's coming upon the whole earth. All right, so that way you can discern between what is the right thing to do and what is the wrong thing to do. All right, so you could be numbered for salvation. So that's it, Akim Abaratazar. You've been blessed, you've been anointed, you've been edified in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim El Shai, Bashim Kakadash, Shalom.